Hi, my name is Michaela Franson, and this presentation is about my editing business idea. So this is the MVP. As you can see on the left is a picture of the before. The photo was restored, and the right is a picture of after. And so this is an example of the photo restoration that the business would do. So this comes from IBISWorld, and it shows that I would be in the 27.1% other services of this industry. Going along with that, IBISWorld says the largest 4 companies are estimated to generate well under 10% of industry revenue for 2016, which means that my total available market is less than 10% of the industry. And so, this is also from IBISWorld, and so 67% of the market is segmented into households, so that's the majority of the market segmentation, which means that my target market will mainly be from households. This is my value proposition, and it's mainly to restore photos and do so in a quick and quality manner, and it allows people to save time and save money on software, and also to edit files that people have, pictures that people have taken more recently that they may not have the skills or ability to, or the software or time or money to edit themselves. So this comes from my scorecard. As you can see, a lot of people scored a low, almost half, but there are people who said they would change their number if they had the need for the service. So that kind of changes the way that it actually would be if they actually ever would use a service. Quality seemed to also be an important factor due to the type of services being offered, because you're taking people's personal photos and editing them, so you want to make sure that you're doing it with quality and that they would be able to trust you with their photos. So the customer segments would be older people looking to restore family photos, young family history enthusiasts, and amateur photographers. And their archetypes would be that the older family history enthusiasts would be older, 50 or older. They would be on a fixed income, and they'd be interested in their family and their history and their ancestors. The younger family history enthusiasts are 12 to 30, limited disposable income, uses technology more in their lives. And the amateur photographers range from 15 to 45, limited disposable income, and enjoy taking pictures, but they may not be skilled in editing software or can't afford the software. The customer key insights would be that marketing will have to be directed at the different segments, and that there was a market for younger people doing family history work and not just the older people. And I learned that from an interview with someone, that they were younger, but they do family history work, so I can target that generation instead of just the older generation. This is an example of the customer distribution channels where I would have a web and storefront, and this would be more beneficial because it would reach a broader group and it would appeal to multiple segments and their different interests, like where the older segment may not like using technology as much, so they can go into the storefront, whereas the younger segment may like the website better because it's quick and easy and they like doing things online. Key partners for this business would be software companies, employees, antique shops, bloggers who reach target market, Cricut and Silhouette because they reach those people who like to have keepsakes, such as doing scrapbooking, family history genealogy companies such as Ancestry.com. Key activities would be editing photos, consultation, and building relationships with customers, and getting referrals, which hopefully will come from building that relationship and trust and doing those consultations. The key resources would be printers, computers, scanners, software, and having a historian. Costs would be labor, software costs, and energy usage costs, which are associated with like the energy you use to use the computers, etc., and the energy used at the storefront. Revenue would be coming from restoration of old photos, editing of newer digital files, and the price would vary depending on the work that needs to be done. And the pivots that were made, as I said before, having historian And I realized that from an interview that it may be a good idea to have a historian because I can make sure that the photos are being restored properly. The partners, having antique stores and bloggers, because it would give me a larger reach for people who may be looking for my services, and customers finding out that there were multiple segments for restoration of photos so that I can know how to better market to each of them. So the research from interviews really helped me gain insight of potential partners in different segments of customers I should target. Some of my customers were very interested and helped me see what my early evangelists would be like, such as the interview I told you about with the people who were interested in family history who were younger, and they would be enthusiasts. The scorecard, I talked about already, the graph that came from it, and how a lot of people scored low, but their numbers may change depending on if they ever actually had photos that they would need the service for. And so on the left is my initial canvas, and on the right, as you can see, I've made a lot of changes to the updated canvas. And I hope you've liked this presentation, and thank you for watching.